Hi, girls. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry about the internet. I swear Thursday nights I always have internet problems. So I'm just gonna, because I think some of this training is good, so hopefully it blesses you guys. Hopefully you get time to watch this. So we started out on well, we'll talk about that. So I started out by talking about Facebook and creating groups. I thought this was a cool idea. It makes me nervous because this whole Facebook thing is not my gift, but I want to show you this. So I'm going to bring you up to my Facebook page, I believe. Okay, so here's my Facebook page. So I went to home. So if you go to your home screen on Facebook, and you go over, click see more. So you've got this stuff up here. Probably we'll have about the same stuff. Click see more. And it's, oh, I didn't mean to click saved. Okay, and then we're gonna go down where it says friend lists. So you're gonna click friend lists, and we are gonna go back because I clicked on something accidentally. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go to friend lists. Okay. And when I opened this originally, this one that says family, this one that says unnamed list, acquaintances, close friends, and restrictions, or I guess it's restricted. I guess if you want to restrict someone, you can put them on that list. Those were already there. And I actually saw, I was watching a tutorial on this, and he actually had some of these too. So I think they're just ones they made for you. So I created this customer list and this customer to list. So the customer list, so what you do when you, so you can click create list, and you can name the list. So I know I'm going to do one eventually that says family, even though there's a family in here, but anyway, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to click in here, and you're going to type in all the family. So I got my mom, so I click mom in there, and then my brother. And so all those people can be in that list. And then when you click create, there's a couple, there is an existing list with the same name, obviously, because we saw that earlier. So we'll just say, yes. Oh, close. Okay, so we'll only do that. Bad example. Okay, well, so let's see if maybe I did this family one. Let's see. Okay, I did already make a family one. Okay, I have a whole 8 people on the list because I was only remembering people in my list. So you actually have to go through, it takes some time. You actually have to go through your Facebook friends and write. I mean, I wrote them down, hand wrote them down, all my customers, but I had to do this one time. And this is what's so exciting. All my customers, my used to be customers, and women who used to be on my team that are no longer consultants, I put them all on my customer list. And so these are my family. I guess I could go back to the customer one, but the cool thing about that is now they're all in here. So when I clicked on customer list, now the only posts that you see in here in this news feed is from these people on this list that I started to create. When I want to add someone, I just click here and I add them in. So and then they just added to your list forevermore. I did the customer to list as people who are like sister-in-laws. My sister-in-law, I have one sister-in-law who's actually a consultant, and she gets her stuff all the time. And then I have one sister-in-law who has tried Mary Kay on and off throughout the years, and she probably always will. So she's like on my customer to list, like I don't know, just people like that. So people that are maybe close to me that I think should try Mary Kay or something. I want to hear about Mary Kay. I've heard about Mary Kay in the past, whatever. So that's just my customer to list. I'll probably put them in once in a while. So hopefully that's helpful. But here's the thing. So I can click here. So this is my home page. I was just on my home page. Let's see. I'm on home here. And I just can click on what's on your mind, and I can, well, it's already clicked in here. So normally this would say friends, public, everybody, or whatever, but now my lists are in here. So if I just click customers, because I only want that group to see it, now I can type a post, click click post, and only those people in that group will see the post. To me, this is great because I have a customer group, private group. I don't think, well, I know that everyone in the group doesn't always look at the private page, and there's a lot of people that haven't gotten themselves into the private page. I feel like sometimes you can send them a link and you can, like, all they have to do is click on it and join and all this, and that sometimes they still don't do it, even though they should, you know. So you can actually friend people who are your customers, and then when you post, if you have them in this group, you I mean, you don't want to, some things you don't want to post out to the masses, but if you're posting and only they see it, then I just thought that was a good thing. I mean, you want to be mindful of what you're posting. So hopefully that's helpful to some of you. To me, it's kind of exciting. And it's just like if you have family or other groups, like, you know, any kind of other group that you only want them to see your posts, then you could, you know, maybe you're in a knitting group and you don't want all your family and Mary Kay customers to see the knitting stuff, but you only want the knitting group to see it, then you could have them in a group. So I just think that's a pretty cool feature of Facebook. Hopefully that helps somebody. I wanted to show you this other thing too. So here we can click stop share because I got to do another one. So another thing, I've done this years ago. I think I'm going to try it again. It's a little nerve-wracking for me, and I think for other people too, but one thing I would say is just use the words. I'm going to put the words up if you're going to do this, and there's some tricks that you really need to do in order to make this work for you, or you will be super frustrated. So this is where you ask a friend or family member if you can contact their friends on Facebook. So I went through my contacts, and I haven't done this in a couple of years, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do this again because it actually works. And I say that because it's just, I can't believe it works, but it works. So, and it hasn't just worked for me, it's worked for other people. So you ask them, so let's see, let me share. So here we go, right here. I cut and pasted a couple with the words in it. So is it coming up here? Okay, so I asked some friends and family. Kimmy is my cousin. I said, hope you had a fun on your birthday. Obviously it was her birthday. I'm just messaging a few people. Okay, here's the script that you don't want to change. You don't obviously want to say, hope you had fun on your birthday to everybody. I am just messaging a few people. I spelled people wrong, apparently. I know because I'm working toward a really huge promotion in my business with Mary Kay and have been challenged to do a test panel and get the opinions of 100 new women by March 31st. Would it be okay if I message a few women on your Facebook page to offer them a complimentary facial to help me with my goal? I'm super nice about it and respectful of their answers. I will not bug them. I will only message them once. Thanks either way, Jennifer. Obviously, you don't want to say March 31st. You want to say by Christmas, by the new year. And obviously, you're going to do a test panel and get the opinions of 100 women. Would it be okay? So you can say, I would just change that a little bit because obviously I've been challenged to do a test panel and send out pampering packets to 100 women, something like that. So we can work on words. I hadn't tweaked this for COVID, but hopefully you guys get the idea. Okay, when I did this, I think I did like 3 or 4 women. I went through my people, my contact list, and I looked at how many friends they had, because you don't want to ask someone when they have like 100 friends. Like for me, I would think you want someone with at least 300 plus friends. Or maybe if they have like 160 or 180 or 200 friends, that's fine. If she's a nice person, she knows like nice people, because like people connect and hang out. So just keep that in mind. But no one said no. Everyone said yes. I think Kimmy said, I don't know if anyone will play, but you're certainly welcome to, no problem. Because I was looking through some of the answers. one of the gals, I know her from church. Neither of these people are my customers. They've never tried Mary Kay with me, just for whatever reason. She goes, yeah, totally down for that and count me in too. She ended up never meeting with me. She was doing some kind of testing for, I think her and her husband are insurance agents or something, and she was just too stressed at the time and blah, blah, blah. But it's all good because and so you go into their people, and I'll tell you how you do that in a minute. And so this is what I said. So, hi, Nicole. My name is Jennifer. I don't think we've met, but Janie, so Janie was another gal I know from church. She tried Mary Kay in the past and bought like 1 or 2 products from me, but had never, like, she'd been using Mary Kay with someone else years before that, but never wasn't really my customer, just a friend from church. Okay, I don't think we've met, but Janie gave me your name. I have a favor to ask you. She is helping me with a Mary Kay contest. I am working on completing 100 free facials from now till the end of March. So it'll be 100 free virtual makeovers between now and the end of March. I am running out of people I know, so I have resorted to messaging complete strangers via Facebook, LOL. She thought you might be adventurous enough to lend me your face and get a free gift. So obviously get a free pampering packet in the mail. Can you help me out? Thanks either way, Jennifer. I would not change these words because they work. I don't know where they came from. I don't know who originated it, but everyone I know who's done it have been successful with these words. So I would just use these words, even though they kind of freaked me out, but they worked. So anyway, that's the scoop on that, really. And so I would, the thing about Facebook though, is, so say I went into Janie's friend list, you literally had to sit down for an hour to an hour and a half at least, and literally handwrite all the names of the people. The reason why is because when you, if you only do some of them, try to cut your time down and then go back to the list, her list later to continue, the list will change and the people will move around. So you have to do it in one sitting. You have to do that. So it does take the time, but you know, you're not driving to their houses and stuff, and you know, anything's going to take time, but it works. And then I foresee that how easy is it going to be to send them the little that we've trained on before. It's called the little questionnaire, and they can answer the questions about their skin, and you can text them, and if they can have a friend or two. I saw one person and I didn't get it, but she's like, yeah, I think I have like 5 friends. Would that be okay? And, you know, because I'm in a 100 face challenge, of course, 5 friends are okay. So anyway, if you want to use this, I think it works. I can send you this. This is just a Word doc that I have these on. So those are the only 2 tweaks that if you try to go in and do a few, you're not gonna, you're gonna be very, very frustrated, but it works and it's cool. So that's a way to get leads. And I am going to do that, even though it's a little nerve-wracking to me to ask people, but they say yes. It's so amazing. And I think it's fun to think about giving your friend free pampering session. So that's kind of cool, even though it's vague. Actually, the first one, you may not even have to change the test panel and get the opinions. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful to you guys. Like I said, if anyone wants details or whatnot, then you can just message me and I'll send that to you. So the last thing I want to talk about is I was listening to Linda Tupin. I know some of you know who Linda Tupin is. She was at Janice's retreat 2 years ago. I think the first year we came. She's amazing. And National Sales Director, Linda Tupin. And she was talking about, is there a catalog in all of your customers' break rooms? And I thought, of course, you know, we need to be really doing that up for the holidays. She said a catalog and an outside sales slip. I think one of several ideas on that. One is you could have your customer be a silent hostess and get the orders from her coworkers. You could send her a sheet and they can write down what they want. and their name and number, and you can contact them and get them their stuff. You can totally have her be a silent hostess. I have a fun sheet. I think I sent it out not too long ago, or I can resend it to you, where it's 30 lines. So when she sells 30 items, so she could send them to she could sell them to coworkers, she can sell them to whoever she wants, neighbors, family. Then you're going to choose one item at half off or whatever, something like that, or one person, you know, in the 1 to 30, you pick a number 1 to 30 and they get a free prize or whatever you want to do with that. But then that's if every item's $10, that's $300 in sales, so you can give her hostess credit. And so so that's kind of fun. If you don't know what hostess credit is, talk to me or talk to your director, and we'll help you out on that. But so that's kind of a fun thing. But what if she's just willing to take a catalog and put it in her break room? I was thinking that you should probably put something on the catalog. I was thinking your business cards with like you could even make the front cover, like you could honestly put like the clear packing tape or whatever on it to make it firmer, if you will, and put a little card holder with, you could make a little card holder on the front and put your business cards in there. And on the back of your business cards, you could put a link to the Google form where she fills out her name and stuff. And you could put on the little front of the card holder says, you know, take a card and fill out the little questionnaire on the back and get your free pampering packet in the mail or something like that. Your free virtual makeover and pampering packet. I don't just send out pampering packets. You don't get a pampering packet if you're not doing a virtual makeover with me. I have a gal who filled out the form and she's like, yeah, whenever, when I've half an hour before work. And I'm like, well, we set a time, then you'll get the packet. Cause I'm just not sending people a bunch of stuff with, it doesn't make financial or business sense to me in my business. So anyway, but you could put something like that, just let her put it in the break room. I wouldn't tell her all that's on there. I would just say, hey, is it okay if we put this one? Bring a one that has nothing, but then bring that one. Say, is it okay if we have this one in there too? Because then you're just free advertising. If she's a teacher, if she's works in a doctor's office, if she works in just wherever. So there's a few customers that I can think of that I'm going to talk to and say, hey, can I put a holiday catalog in your break room? Can we put a holiday catalog? Great, I'll bring it by. So that's just a thought. Or you can send it in the mail to her, I suppose. But I just think if you can stop by the work and put it where you want it to put, because sometimes, I mean, obviously some break rooms, if she works in a hospital or something, I have a couple customers that work actually in the ER in the hospital. I thought, well, I'm going to ask them because like the one gal was telling me that they can't eat in the cafeteria, they have to eat in the break room, just all these things. So I'm like, well, heck, the break room sounds like the place to be. So, but you just want, if you can scope it out and she wants to go put it over here and you're like, well, could we put it right here? Actually I have two. Could we put one there and one here? I mean, you know, that it's just a catalog. It's not going to even cost you $1. So anyway, that's my 2 cents to you, because when you have just more things coming at you and more stuff out there, then you got more people coming at you. So holiday. And then we talked briefly already about the holiday pilot program, but that's super exciting to share with people. It's the same thing. They start the same way. They get the same deals, all that. They can continue their business, but we could all stop our businesses if we wanted. And so it's just a way for people to start, but not feel that, oh my gosh, I'm committed. Let's just make a little extra money for the holidays. And then if you like it, you can continue. And if you hate it, you can quit. I mean, it's really that simple. You can go back and be my customer and pay me full price. We can totally do that. And so, but you don't even have to go there yet because it's not January yet. So it's just really starting a business for the holidays and making some extra cash. I mean, it's really as simple as that. And so that's what the holiday pilot program is. It's just another way to say, hey, why don't you give Mary Kay a try through the holidays? But it just kind of gives it a like definition, like, okay, I really can just start it for the holidays and see if it works for me. That's what I did. I was like, I am going to try this. And if I hate it, I'm going to quit, because I was petrified. And I started in November. And then just any holiday items you want. I've heard that there's expected runouts by the end of this month. I don't know which items, but if you like the items, then I would say get them. Hopefully the ordering limits will keep them around a little longer, but just know that there's a lot of things that you can put together. For example, the cute little, I love the these things here, the satin lips, the lip thing, and the kind of like, you know, lotions. You can put those together. You can put a satin lip balm and a lotion in a cute little container, or, you know, with a hand gloves or something like that for with white tea and citrus. I mean, you can still do that. With the brushes, you could still put a brush or two with, you know, with a makeup remover or something like that. So you can still create fun gifts even when these run out. So just keep that in mind. With the Mint Bliss, you can still order Mint Bliss and get cute socks from the dollar store. And I know one of you were saying that they're super soft. I think I have a pair of pink socks someone gave me years ago. I'm sure she got them at the dollar store, but they're still super fun. I still wear them around in the winter time because they're nice and puffy and soft. So, so just keep that in mind. You can still put together holiday items fairly simply, just when these run out, because they will run out. They're super cute. And then the I'm reading my notes, you guys, I apologize. So I think that's everything. Hopefully these tips are helpful. Maybe with your Facebook, you can get some groups going, because once you get that group done, then you just add people when they're, add your customers. And then, in fact, you could just friend request customers. I was just thinking about that. And when they become a friend, even if they don't want to join your Facebook group, you still can post and they will see those posts, just your Mary Kay posts, but they're not having to have everyone in your list see them, or they're out to everybody. So, and then, yeah, hopefully these things are helpful. Happy selling. We have the $300 challenge to get on target for Star Consultant. And so I really, really hope you guys are working on that. We still have, what, 6 or 7 days left of this month. That's a ton of time. You do not need 6 or 7 days to sell $300. So, so just take the time to make a few extra calls, send a few extra messages, promote a few extra things, and you'll be surprised what's to come. It's the activity, and talking to people, talking to new people, not the same people all the time, but you know, different people in your life, men, you know, talk to men, that is going to make all the difference of whether you're going to sell that product or not. So love you guys, believe in you. Thanks for being so patient with me and my internet stuff, and hopefully this was helpful to you. Bye.